No, let's see, let's put it. So that should run in. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. Why, hello and welcome back to our vlog video. And yeah, I'm going to say right off the bat, if I'm seeming a wee bit off tonight, it's because, well, it's Friday night, it's Saturday morning, like the wee small hours I should have been in bed a couple hours ago. But yeah, I'm not, and here I am. But the reason why I'm recording it tonight is because tomorrow's the 5th, which is Guy Fawkes night, or would be yesterday by the time this uploads. And my Nico is absolutely petrified of fireworks. It's the bangs he doesn't like. So tomorrow I'm going to be very limited on time for trying to do like the editing and uploading and all this and all the rest of it. So I decided to record it just now rather than go to bed like should be, which would be the smart thing to do because I'm up in a few hours and I've got loads of running around to do before the fireworks start and Nico is petrified. But never mind, it is what it is. Suppose I've got to do what I've got to do. And yeah, being cheeky I decided to have a fag. And before I forget, special shout out in this video to Craig and Michael, that are two guys that work beside me that have come across my YouTube channel, and we've actually been having a laugh all the previous week at work about it, which was, it's good, it's nice to actually see that folk are seeing it, that I've not promoted it to myself, you know. So Craig, Michael, if you're watching this, cheers guys. You know, it's now going around my work like wildfire. I'm not sure if you two are to blame for that, or if it's Chunk or Colin or whoever it is, but somebody's had it going round, and yeah, I'm not complaining. It's just quite weird when I'm at work because I don't talk about it that much, like doing my YouTube. Like, I say I've got a YouTube channel and folk have found it now, and it's like my old catchphrase at the end of every video. Folk are walking about now just going, "Peace!" to me all the time. It's quite entertaining, it's funny. But no, seriously guys, like I was working, for those that don't know, I ended up working sort of like Thursday night, Friday morning with Craig and Michael over in Dispatch, which is a different part of the factory that I usually work in. I usually work in what they class as assembly. And we had quite a good laugh about it and things like that, like they were asking where the catchphrase at the end of the videos came from, and I'll be honest, I came up with it one day when, like, way back when the vlogs and this Corona was all here, and or COVID, call it what you want, you know, and that all started off, and that was just a catchphrase I sort of came up with. It was only meant to be used once or twice, and now it seems to be a staple. So, yeah, it's nice to see that, you know, that folk are actually seeing the videos now. It must be getting out there somehow. I don't know if it's something to do with like locations on phones or anything like that, but it is what it is, and to be fair, it has been quite pleasant to have folk that I work beside coming up and talking to me about it. Like, even if it's just out of the blue, like, you know, you're just sort of chatting away to somebody and then they turn around and go, "Oh, I found your YouTube channel." And it's like, "Oh, really? You talk a load of crap." Yeah, you're right, I do. But that's what these vlogs are all about, is talking crap. But on the other side of it, it's nice to talk to folk and hear their actual opinion of what they want to see me return back to, like video channel, like playlists I used to do, like my booze and vape ones, you know, like I've had a couple of folks say, "Bring that back, they were quite funny, they were good, yada yada yada." So yeah, I'm going to make an effort to try and get them back soon. But enough about that. So Craig, Michael, there's your shout out guys. Josh, if you're watching this, I'll give you a wee shout out as well, because you're amongst some of the first actually, apart from Chunk, to start watching this. But that's, work's been going good. The last week I was on the forearm and the roto speed, sort of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then got put across Dispatch Thursday night, which that was good. It's weird to see how the other side love, as I would put it, you know, because we make all the we make everything, and then they have to get cleaned, prepped, ready to go and set it for shipping out. So, as much as I've spoke to folk like Craig and Michael, like quite a few times over the time I've worked there, I've never really seen how that side of the factory works. Where obviously Thursday night I did see that, I was helping do it. Well, if you could class what I've done as help. Craig and Michael are probably going to are more of a hindrance than help, but yeah, I tried, guys, I tried. But I was interested to see how they do things, like the way the difference between the two sides. And yeah, temperature is definitely one of them. On the assembly side where I work, it's usually really blooming hot. It's like, well, we're working with 5 or 6 big ovens, that are pumping the heat out, so you're usually in there, you're roasting, it's really quite warm. Then you go across the dispatch and they've got to have big doors open, there's next to no heating. I'm not aware of seeing any radiators or anything like that on the factory floor, and I don't think they make a ounce of difference even if there was. So their side's really quite cold, and you see they're all wrapped up and all the rest of it. And there's like obviously strange things, like you walk into assembly's canteen and you don't notice any difference between that and the factory floor really. Maybe feel it's a wee bit cooler. But in dispatch you go into their canteen and they've got radiators in there and it's like, oh, this is nice and warm. So yeah, it is like chalk and cheese really. But I'm not here to say too much, really. Like, I've not got much planned for that. I will try and get like better subjects for these, because as what is, like I really should start trying to think things to put in and write notes down and sort of go, this would make a good point. Because at the moment I just come on, I talk crap, I just ramble to the camera, which, going back to Craig and Michael, they were sort of saying that they don't really do. I think the two of them said they've got their own YouTube channels. If I can, I will put a link down in the description below to them, because I'll need to try and sort that out. Like I say, I'm absolutely shattered at the moment, so my brain's not working. I'm sure the two of them said they've got their own YouTube channels, so go and check them out as well. But I do reckon, like, taking me notes down like through the week and thinking, well, this is things I should talk about, and odds and ends, like just things like that, try and make it more interesting, wee notes to work off, instead of just sitting here rambling, talking crap. But no, that was about the highlight of last week, was getting sent across to dispatch. Good job to have. It's the other thing I found weird is they're still on 8-hour shifts where we're on 12-hour shifts. So obviously they've got an extra shift over and above us. I think they've still got 5, we only do 4. But again, it is what it is, if that makes sense. But never mind. So yeah, I don't know if you can see Sneako's cuddling into my legs down there. But I will say my work's been, I don't want to say strange, but we found out on, I'm not going to go into that actually, it's not my place to be saying about it or make it public, so sorry about that. But there is things going on at work just now that are a wee bit strange, but nothing bad, like just the way it's working is a wee bit unusual. But I know I keep saying I've got an announcement to make, but it's not going to be in this video anyway. Hopefully I will be able to announce it in the next one, which I know some people already know what it is, they've seen it and things like that. It's going to be good, hopefully. Might make another playlist at some point for it. But at the moment, I hate to say I'm keeping you all on tender hooks and not telling you what it is. But The one thing I will say is, last week at work, I was testing positive for COVID, which was my first time having it. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was more like flu symptoms, things like that, and still sniffing a wee bit now. But I tested negative on Thursday, which was good. I thank God for that. Because with COVID, we've still got to go to work, we've still got to do our jobs, but at my work we have to wear a face mask, which has got like elastic loops for years. And the first sort of Monday, Tuesday wasn't too bad, if I'm honest. But by the end of Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, the elastic straps were really starting to cut into my ears, and it was getting really quite painful. You know, it was uncomfortable to say the least. So by like Thursday morning when I was leaving, I couldn't wait to get the bloody thing off. Excuse the language. And then thankfully, so Thursday night before I went into work, I done our COVID test and it came back negative. So that meant no more masks. So that was absolutely fantastic news to me. I was quite happy with that. And obviously that's what I was put across to dispatch. But no, that's about it really for sort of this week. You know, it's been an interesting week, but not much to talk about because most of the conversations through the week have been pretty much the same this week of me actually having a YouTube channel, or things I'm not going to repeat because they're not my business to repeat on the video. But it has been good, if I'm honest. You know, it's another week out the way, it's another dollar in the bank, as they say. But yeah, I've still got lots to do at home, so I'm not going to keep this video going too long because, yeah, as I said earlier, I'm shattered anyway. So I want to get going and get some sleep before I have to get up again and start the day all over again. But something that did happen last weekend, which was annoying, shall we say, was my tumble dryer in my house. The belt snapped on it, so it still worked fine apart from that at the time. So yeah, I went out, got a new belt for it, and I'd never really done a tumble dryer before, so I googled and YouTubed the hell out of it and realised replacing the belt's not actually that big a deal, especially on the one I had. It was like a dozen screws and just in case of manipulating it slightly. So I got a new belt and put it in and installed it, all the rest of it, and it survived maybe an hour, and the heating element on it went after that. So that meant it was now turning the clothes, it just wasn't drying the clothes, which was a problem in itself. So I thought, right, okay, it is a bit old, I've had it 6-7 years myself and I got it second hand. So I thought, right, I'll look up the heat elements, and God, it was, you could buy heat elements anything from 30 quid up to 150 quid, and they all claimed they all fitted my machine and all the rest of it. I was like, right, I'm going to do a lot of research into this. I was thinking, I'll get the part number and I'll order the specific part. Then when I looked into it, I found out about the codes on it, and I checked up the code that the tumble dryer was giving me, and basically the problem could have been anywhere from the heat element itself to the wiring to the motherboard to just about any of it. So I decided enough was enough and went out, and I just decided, well, rather than trying to spend hundreds of pounds on trying to figure this thing out or call somebody out to have a look at it, they'll know better than myself, I decided I'm just going to buy a new one. And that's what I done in the end. I just went out and bought a new tumble dryer. It was like £200 for it, and that was it delivered. I think it was £230 in total delivered. And I thought, sorry, I near enough threw my vape away there. I thought, you know what, for all it is, considering how long I had the old one, I'm just going to do that. But before I ask, yes, I kept the new belt. Keep that as a spare part lying about. Because you never know when something like that's going to come in handy. So I think that was about all the exciting news from last weekend, and that's what really stopped me getting the AOB videos recorded was trying to fix that. But it is what it is. Thankfully I've now got a tumble dryer, I've got a newer one, slightly bigger and slightly better, I would say. Well, a lot better. It's not sold, so seeing the difference between my new one and the old one, maybe the old one was in dire need of replacement, and I'll be honest, I never realised how long I'd had it until it broke down. I never really thought about how many years I'd had it. But yeah, that's about it really. So I'm going to end this video there because, let's say, I'm shattered. I want to go to bed for a few hours. I'm up again. Got loads of running around to do tomorrow because I've got to go and get the dogs food. I've got to go and get stuff for the house. I've got a wee bit of research into the announcement to do and things like that. So I suppose now's as good a time as any to end this one. It's probably a bit shorter than normal, so I do apologise for that. Craig, Michael, don't tell me to stop apologising again, because I'm always going to do it, mate. And yeah, I've also got housework to do tomorrow. So, remember, until next time, be smart. No. Be smart, be safe. Craig and Michael, say it with me. And P. Oh, wait. I'm getting my ending mixed up. Right. Be smart. Be safe. Thank you, others. Craig, Michael, say it with me. And peace.